Center and Uncle Fine Boy. And that is where the sport guys also thrill you and drive you home in grand style. Just as I announced earlier, my name is Franklin Emona, the one you love to call Uncle Fine Boy, because I am the finest uncle talking sport in the capital city and beyond. It is Match Day live in Douala, Cameroon, as the Super Falcons will be trading tackles against the Indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon. That game is at 6 p.m. and of course later tonight at 8 p.m. the Tigers senior men's national team of Nigeria will be in action against Libya. That game is for the qualifiers in terms of the 2023 FIBA Afro Basketball. All these and of course many more from the European scene later this weekend, Sunday to be precise. Chelsea fate will be determined by Liverpool if they will progress to the qualifying stage of the Europa Conference League. And we hear that Manchester United sad news are emanating from the Carrington ground as Rasmus Udlund has been will be sidelined. Has not been fully confirmed, but hopefully before the next 2-3 minutes that news will be confirmed. 2-3 weeks he will be out of action, joining Luke Shaw, who will be out of action for 3 months. So much loading on the show this evening, and exciting package is back. Fun fact from Uncle Fine Boy. And just so you know, I am not alone in the studio. I've got the sport bishop, the sport priest, and the sport pilot. You call him, he will enter. Nonso Arinzechi joins me on the show. Sport Bishop, always a pleasure having you talk sport.
Always a pleasure, guy. I tell you, it's been a wonderful Friday, like you did say. Officially confirmed right now, Hoyland is out for 2 to 3 weeks, according to the manager Eric Ten Hag. Also, we'll be looking at the Nigerian Premier Football League games going across this weekend. I'd love to see what Enyimba can do. We hear that the coach is back for Nidi George. And of course, not forgetting the man who was the top goalkeeper for the Super Eagles. Talking about the goalkeeper of Enyimba, the one choice. They both returned. Laura Ojo, exactly, the back room returned. And of course, it is CAF Competitions Cup. So
Rivers United will be in action.
Absolutely, against Lobito of Atletico Lobito of Angola. So a lot of a game to look out for, as well as tennis, boxing, Formula 1, not forgetting the NBA.
Just so you know, we are live on YouTube. Do well to go to our YouTube page, subscribe, like, and most importantly, click on that notification bells. Just as we come online talking sports and every other program right here on the Voice of the People 96.1 FM, you will be notified. And the address is VOP 96.1 Abuja. VOP 96.1 Abuja. Also, do well to share the YouTube link and be part of our family. Tomorrow's edition, something is cooking, and that's Sports Soccer Board. Lots of giveaway. Alright, so let's go on the short breather. When we return, it will be Game On. Alright, the game is officially on as we touch down right here at Monastery, Tunisia, from the local scene, as we hear that the Tigers will be in action later tonight to take on their counterpart from Libya. But it seems that there is a commotion in the camp as crisis has been identified in the group, despite the earlier fear that the team will not participate due to a shortage of funds. But the coach has released a 12-man list that will prosecute the game. Talking about Coach Abdurrahman, he has released 12 players that will prosecute the game, despite the team haven't prepared not enough. We hear that there are lots of confidence from the camp that they will do well. Sport Bishop, the likes of Michael Okiki Johnson and Aina Victor Eze Kanyisola Odufua And then Mijela Nuga will definitely lead the roster. Others include Majida Ewosho, Ibe Agu, Divine AK Bright, Ewuchie Abuchi Onyebuchi, Emmanuel Omobo, and Otibo Israel. These are the players that Coach Abdurrahman Mohammed has called to prosecute the game against Libya and subsequent games. Sport Bishop, are you confident that despite the late practice for this team, they will do well against Libya tonight?
First of all, I think my issue with the basketball national team is the change of coach. You know, the last time it was Coach Ogo Oduadu who was in charge of the team, and then something happened. Now it's Abdurrahman Mohammed. We didn't know how this guy who was the coach of the Golden State Warriors, that is Brown, how he left the national team. But anyway, like you did say, we talked about the fact that the team could not make it for the qualifiers due to the paucity of funds. Officially, the sport minister have told them to go and get them there, that they would get funds in the next 3 weeks for them. So just
get the money anyway.
Exactly, we'll refund in the next 2 weeks when the government do this emboss the funds. And then, like you said, they've arrived to Tunisia. I know the shocking part. They arrived 7 hours before the first qualifier. It would be an absolute miracle if they can go and get a victory, because 7 hours, there's no time for rest, for recovery, for training. I don't know how the coach Abdurrahman Mohammed would want to do this, but like you said, wait and see. Nigeria is playing 8 p.m. today. They arrived as early as 12 noon this morning. And I'm asking myself, how do they get ready for a game as huge as this?
These are professionals, if you ask me. But then there is this array of confidence from these players that they will get the job done. The never die-hard attitude of Nigeria will definitely come to play. Don't you think so?
How long can the tenacity of the Nigerian,
for as long as it takes?
Come on, man. There's a place for preparation. And that's what makes other countries do better than us in basketball. And don't forget, the last time we won the Afro basketball, we had to rely on players from the foreign scene who plays across Europe and of course in the NBA. And now majority of these players are not playing in the NBA. We know the NBA is ongoing, so most of these players are players who play in Europe, and a little of those who play here in Nigeria. I'm quite happy with the squad because some of these players are players that we know, like Michael Okiki is someone who's been there for some time now. Not forgetting Ibe Agu, also there for some time now, but we all know this is a rushed preparation. Most of these players are new to this terrain, and then wait and see. I just hope they maybe they prove me wrong, they prove Nigeria wrong, and hopefully do well. But I'm it that the fact that it will not be said that Nigeria did not participate because of lack of fun. We went there.
It's all about the 2025 Afro Basketball Championship, the qualifiers that will be going down after the game against Libya. That will next face Uganda and Cape Verde in Group B. All right, away from that, Sport Bishop, let's touch down at the camp of the Super Falcons as it will be going down at 6 p.m. later today. The likes of lovely, beautiful goalkeeper herself, Nadozie. She's ready to stop every onslaught from the Cameroonian lady, as well as Tony Pine, presence in the team, and not forgetting Ashley Plumtree. These ladies are trained earlier this afternoon, and the fans right here in Douala, we are engulfed with so much excitement seeing these ladies train. The confidence around the camp of the Super Falcons, as well as the coach saying it's all about the ticket, nothing more.
I think that the confidence for the first time in Nigeria in a very long time, I think female football is on the rise. We saw the under-17 team do well to the next round of the World Cup qualifier. The under-20 team have already qualified under coach Christopher Danjuma. Last time they were the African Cup of Nations, we talked about it, they won silver. You look at the league, the NWFL has grown in leaps and bounds. Even the second tier of the Women Football League is improving. So kudos have to go first of all to the NFF president, Alhaji Ibrahim Gusso, and what his plan is for and his plans for the women football. Also, kudos have to go to as well to the chairperson of the Nigerian Women Football League in person of Nkechi Obi. She's done a great job as well. Ensuring, I think her mantra when she got into the terrain was women rising. You know, and to be sincere with you, I think women football has risen from the ruin. I can't remember the last time we lost a game that the female team played. Even the game against England, we didn't lose. We lost the penalties. So it wasn't a loss, if you would ask me. So
not just a senior team, sorry to cut you short. Even the underage as well. The Falcons, the Falconettes, and others, the Flamingos, they are doing so well in their respective
Like I said, there were 17
competition.
are through to the next round of the World Cup qualifier. There are 20 are through to the World Cup. They're preparing for the All African game. We are sure we're going to get a medal.
True.
I beat my chest and say so. The Falconettes have qualified already for the African Cup of Nations, and they're just 2 stages or 2 hurdles away from getting to the Olympics. it's been a long time to qualify for the Olympics, and to get this far is commendable. So for me, I'm super happy with what the football is. So kudos, like I said, to Kechiobi, to Alhaji Gusso, to the coach of the team as well. And the good thing is that the World returned. After all the debacle, will he stay? Will he go? He has returned, and has told us his eyes on the prize. The prize is the Olympic ticket. The players he called upon are great. Imagine a team that has the likes of Emi Ajakai was not called up. Esther Yenezire was not called up. Nico Payne, the sister of Tony Payne, who just got a deal, left Paris Saint-Germain for the NWSL, that is the Women's Football League in America, also not called up. The squad is so large, that even players who would normally have walked into the team can't even get positions in that team.
And just like the Super Eagles, the
players played.
It's everywhere.
Players playing the top leagues in Europe, from Checking, who plays in Juventus, and Shola in BFC. If I'm making a return. So, not forgetting Uche Nakalu, who was also playing in America. So, I'm quite confident heading to this encounter.
All right.
And like I said, with the reports we're getting from Cameroon with the injury worries, they're preparing for Unchoya and Unchot. I think Nigeria's got a big shot, and they should be doing well 6 p.m. Nigerian time.
Definitely keep your fingers crossed, and of course your eyes glued on the TV set, and of course your ears are right here stuck to a Voice of the People 96.1 FM. We should be giving you update on that one. And away from the Super Falcons and our wishes for them to do well, let's touch down at the MPFL, but this time to a team from Rivers State, Rivers United, as they will be going head to head against Academia de Lobito from Angola. That game is built for tomorrow, but then a coach, did I say coach? A referee has been appointed for that one, and he will take precedence in that one all the way from Polokwane, South Africa. That is where the game will be kicking off, but it's all about that one, the Egyptian side taking on a South Africa team in that one. But let's also delve with our own Rivers United. Spot Bishop, we know how the NPFL team have been participating in the continent from the CAF Champions League to the CAF Confederation Cup. It has not really been a jolly good rider for our team. Do you see Rivers United upsurging Academica Lobito right there at the game come this weekend?
For me, it's all, like I said, it's about them getting a good result to bring back to the Adokia Yamaka Stadium in Port Harcourt. We all know that the Rivers United have proven they're not very good travelers. We've seen that for the past two years in the continent where they played in the CAF Confederations Cup and of course the CAF Champions League. But I think I'm a bit optimistic with the squad. Just last weekend they won their game by 3-2 with one man scoring goals a hat-trick. Talking about Inyima Yangwa, the captain of the team who once played for Kano.
Should be fit for this one.
Absolutely. They've got a good squad. As well, they play, like I said, under Stanley Guma. They seem to be the Manchester City in Kobe, the best players playing in Rivers United, and due to the fact that they've got a good support system from the government. So, I think for me, it's not about them getting a victory. I may be asking for too much because I know they're not very good travelers, but it's getting a good result to come back here to complete the job, which is important.
When you talk about good results, are you seeing Rivers United taking all 3 points, that is a win, or let them go out and play a decent draw, at least a score draw, and complement on the draw when they return home here in Nigeria?
I think it's all about, for me, it's all about playing good football. I think the reason why we don't do well, especially away teams here in the Nigerian Premier Football League, because the way they are set up to play. Most of the time, you see they are being set up to play in a defensive approach. Sometimes they're like, if you got in Nigeria, if you get a draw away from home, it's well celebrated. When you get a win, it's like it's unheard of. I want us to change that illusion. Come on. Lobito are not the biggest name in African football.
Of course they are.
We're not playing Northern Africans, that teams in Tunisia, Algeria, or Egypt. We're playing a team from Angola, for crying out loud. So for me, for Stanley Goma and his goons, I think all they need to do is go away from home, try and play attacking football, get a goal or two. Even if they don't win it, let it be fine that they gave it a goal, and they come back to Adokia Masaka, which have been a fortress for them, and get the job done. We've seen them score 4 or 5 goals here,
of course,
in Port Harcourt. So for me, it's about at least giving the Angola team a game to look out for. For me, I don't think if they sit back and defend, they would lose. But it won't put shivers in the spine. All right. Attack. Let's see where they go from there.
Let's see where they will go from there. All right, so let's quickly look at other fixtures that will be going down this weekend in the CAF Confederation Cup. Super Sports United at home will take on a Modern Future FC. Abu Zalem will take on Zamalek, while it's all about a Stade Malien against Diabos and Noors. Dream FC will trade tackle against Club Africain, while Al Hilal Benghazi will will take on USM Oja. Academica Lobito against our own Rivers United, while CO Koya will take on Sagrada Esperanza, while it's all about Sekukune United against RS Bekene. These are fantastic and mouthful games in terms of the clubs. These names are not the Chelsea or the Manchester United. Come on, we should support our own when it comes to Africa. But to put you on the spotlight, Sport Bishop, which of those teams do you think can compete in the World Club Cup?
If the CAF Conditions Cup, unfortunately, will be participating in the World Club Cup.
Yes, and let's just say those ones are definitely qualified to the CAF Champions League and go forward. Which of them you think can stand?
Sports United. They play in the PSL, the Premier Soccer League in South Africa. They've got a very good manager. Don't forget the goalkeeper that kept 4 clean sheets at the Nations Cup. Williams once was the captain of that team. He just moved over to Sundowns 2 seasons ago. So they've got a good system. See, playing the PSL gives you an edge because I think it's one of the best league in Africa, if not the best league in Africa. So we'll see how things pan out. But I think I don't think any of these teams can go to the Club World Cup and make an impact. But if there's anybody, there has to be teams from the PSL. I'm not too convinced with the teams from the North Africa because they're not the original names we used to know, the Al Ahly, the Esperance of Tunisia, the Zamalek. They seem to be, they just be there or thereabout. So I think the team from South Africa, Sport United, is the team to beat in that group of teams left in the CAF Confederations Cup.
All right, still looking at news from the local scene. This time round, let's touch down at the Elephant of Cote d'Ivoire as the news that we are getting from that federation, talking about the Ivorians Federation, IFA, has it that coach Emerson Faye, who we were told that he was signed by the Federation of Ivorian Football, he has come out to deny the claim, and this is what he said: "I have not signed a contract. The salary has not been determined. I'm going to France for a week. When I am back, I will hold a press conference and give all the details," he concluded. Sport Bishop. Earlier, we got the report that this young man has put pen to paper on a new contract or on a new deal with the Ivorian national team. That's the men's national team. Yeah. And now this man has come out to say that whatever you are hearing is nothing but speculations. The salary structure has not been determined. I have not signed. When I return from this break, I will definitely give a press conference. So, who is fooling who?
Monkey hand don't enter soup.
Obviously,
because
yes.
For the president, I must be sincere, to come out clear, talk about the president of the Cote d'Ivoire Federation to say that he has been given a new contract. Talking about who's a Pesero. I'm sorry, I beg your pardon. Emerson Faye. And then now he's coming out to say, "No, I'm not giving a new contract. It's not real. It's not true." I think something wrong has happened. Don't forget, when we talked about it some few days ago, I said the president said he's given a contract, but did not stipulate. Remember the length of the contract. Was it a 2-year deal? Was it a 3-year deal? Was it a 1-year deal? And then the man has come out to say, "Oh, sorry, that what you heard from the president is a fallacy. I have not signed it." But I think they will finally come to compromise. I think it just, right now in local palace, now he hold knife, now he hold yam. You get. That is the one that wants him now. He's the one to take the tune and play the piper and let the FA dance to it.
Oh wow!
So if they are paying $50,000 a week, he can say he wants 80.
After all, he's an AFCON winner,
champion for that matter in his first attempt. This is a man that has never coached any senior team. He's been in the reserves and then assistant. This is a guy who didn't even play at the highest level. He got his football career got stopped with injury. Couldn't go further. So my guy, I think he's playing it safe. I love what he's doing. See, gone are those days where African coaches should be pushed around or tossed around. He's just telling the FAC, when I'm on recess now. Let me speaking like Pesero. I'm on break. When I come back, we'll then discuss.
Honestly, it is good to be a victor. Absolutely. And this is what Emerson Faye is definitely doing. And we hope that all of these will be put to bed as soon as possible. Keep your calls coming, or better still, your comments ringing on the YouTube channel. Just in case you are just joining us, the YouTube channel is VOP 96.1 Abuja. VOP 96.1 Abuja. Yes, I do well to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel for more amazing sports content. Alright, away from that Sport Bishop, let's come down to the Super Eagles. We hear that it is officially confirmed that the friendly game against the Seleção of Argentina Albe Celeste. Oh, thank you very much. The Seleção, that should be the Brazilian national team, absolutely. Of course. Yes, that match has been stipulated for match the 26th, 2024 and not 25.
They did not change this, the day. They just changed venue. You know, because of the issue Lionel Messi is having with the Chinese authority, it was, like I said, he was supposed to play. Remember, we discussed that on this platform, remember, where he was supposed to go play a game in China, and then he sat down the bench for the full 90 minutes. They were asking him, we paid huge dollars to watch Lionel Messi.
We need a refund.
Exactly, and the Chinese everyone was saying that they were told that he was going to play at least 45 minutes in that encounter. And then 2 days later, he's playing a game in Hong Kong, remember? And so they got offended and like, oh,
this guy jilted us.
They pulled all the stunts and all the two friendlies that they had with the two African teams. That's what I've gotten place in China was cancelled. But goodness, Argentina have found a way to ensure that friendly hold, and they have moved it to the Colosseum in the United States of America. That's where that game will hold. So Nigeria should brace up. I think that friendly will be before we get to play the World Cup qualifier against South Africa, if I'm not mistaken. South Africa and is it Republic of Benin? Exactly. So those are the games Nigeria will be preparing for with that encounter. A lot of people will ask, they're preparing for South Africa and Benin Republic, Argentina. How does it work?
A better FIFA ranking, or better still, a rating that will improve the outing of the Super Eagles. Don't let me say it's misplaced priority. Of course, it's not. It is a top profile friendly. Argentina is ranked number 1 in the world.
And don't forget, Nigeria has only beaten them twice with 9 attempts.
9 attempts. Just so you know, the game was previously scheduled to go down in China, but the disagreement between Argentina captain Lionel Messi and Chinese authority forced the organizers to look for a new venue. The match will be Nigerians' first outing since finishing second at the just concluded Cup of Nations, that is the AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire. Spot Bishop, let me ask you randomly, what kind of players should Coach Jose Pesaro, whose contract is still up in the air, not concluded, what kind of players should he be picking for this one? Should he stick with the foreign guys or come back to the NPFL and pick some players from the local scene? After all, it is just a friendly game.
I think for me, he should be going with players that he knows. He
has always been going with players he knows.
You can't learn left hand at old age. Now I keep saying this thing, except he wants to start working on his midfield, maybe change his style or change his philosophy. But he doesn't have that time, man. Don't forget, the next is the Nations Cup qualifier and then the World Cup qualifier. When do you have that time to start experimenting again? But for me, if you ask me, I say, okay, add some few players, maybe 3 or 4 players, clearly in the midfield. The midfield is crying for help. As far as Onyeka is concerned, I think he had a great game in the Nations Cup. I call him the tank. Alex Iwobi, not fantastic, not bad either. But I don't think he deserves the kind of attack he got on social media. But I think if there was any issue to have been the coach, they could play him in that position, and that was not his natural position. So for me, it's about helping the midfield, getting players maybe like the Wakalis, something new to add energy and spike to that midfield, and then. Who says let's see, our attackers from they can score goals. Almo, Lukman, Victor Osimhen, Samuel Chukwueze, if it's Moses Simon, just get them a midfielder that can feed Osimhen. So what Osimhen did in the Champions League.
True.
So that's the way I think we should set up. But if he feels he wants to play his same 3-man defense, which has been his logo, then I don't think he should change anything. After all, he's preparing for a game against South Africa. Play his style of football. Get them to understand it better and to be more perfect playing that way.
All right.
And then why not go and face South Africa with that style and win? All Nigeria wants to see. You are here I'm talking about this time, but Nigeria does not care. They are giving them awards.
Give them the 3 points. Give us the win. That is all we are saying. All right. Before we go on our first official commercial break, let's come back to the Super Falcons as the squad list has officially been released. Perhaps the match day squad, that is the starting 11, is not fully confirmed. But let's quickly run through the squad list. For the goalkeepers, we have the likes of Chiamaka Nnadozie, Tochukwu Olueyi, and Linda Juwaku, of course. And in the defenders, we have Ashley Plumtree, Akudo Ogbonna, Michelle Alozie Osinachi Ohale, Rafiat Imaru, and Tosi Demehi. In the midfielders, we have the likes of Alimatu Ainde, Christia Uchebe, we have Jennifer Uchegini, and Deborah Abiodu. We also have the likes of Rashidat Ajibade, popularly known as Mommy Jiho. We also have Tony Pine, and in the attack lineup, we have ever-present Bagbola herself, Zizat Oshuala. We also have the likes of Chena Kanu, Monday Gift, Omori Shola, Babajide, Ifoma, beg your pardon, Ifoma Onumonu, and Esther Okoronkwo. These are the ladies that will prosecute this game. Spot Bishop, quickly from the attack lineup, who do you want to see as the front three?
Come on, I just love Ifoma Nono. I'm a big fan of that lady. She plays in America. I think she should start alongside.
What do you like about her?
Let's say the ability to hold up the ball.
Okay, nothing else.
Nothing much. But I've been a big fan of her. I've watched the way she played.
Okay,
she inspires so much confidence. She was one of our better players at the World Cup. And when she's not available, and there's one thing I like about her, she's ready to run herself rugged in the pitch of play. So big fan of Ifma Numano. I think she should start alongside Uchenna Kanu. Uchenna Kanu has proved that she can score a lot of goals.
True.
She scored. I think she scored twice in the last game here in Abuja. It's opportunity to be at life at the stadium, and of course, you can't take away quality. Ababola, Azizat Oshola.
Of course,
those three players would start, but I think Ajibade should be played behind Oshola. And I tell you, Cameroon will suffer loss with these three man attack. With these three attack and Rashid Ajibade behind them. Come on. I think they will suffer loss.
They will definitely suffer loss, according.
But I have a problem with Linda Juwaku. This girl doesn't even play in a club here in the NWFL. She's second choice. In the under 17 World Cup, she was still second choice to Faith Milan. I remember last time out. But here she is at the national team. I rest my case.
Exposure matters. That was what we talked about the likes of Olorunleke Ojo. He has at least an AFCON silver medalist. Why are you looking at me like that, Spot Bishop? All right, let's go this short break. When we return, we'll be delving into our exciting news segment, Fun Fact from Uncle Fine Boy, and then we move straight into the foreign scene news from the camp of Manchester United, and the big one this weekend, Chelsea against Liverpool. It's all about the EFL Cup final. Don't touch the dial.
Voice of the People, 96.1 FM. Voice of the People, 96.1 FM.
Are you traveling to Lagos and desire a perfect getaway?
Look no further than the luxurious accommodations at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, number 42 Murtala Mohammed International Road, Lagos.
Relax and unwind in our beautiful appointed rooms, featuring all the amenities you need for a comfortable stay.
Now, whether you are traveling for business or pleasure, our attentive staff is here to ensure that your every need is met. We also offer complimentary pick-up and drop from the Lagos Airport.
Why not take advantage of our state-of-the-art fitness center, outdoor pool, and enjoy a delicious meal at our on-site restaurant?
With stunning views, world-class service, and a prime location, Airport Golden Tulip Hotel is the perfect choice for your next vacation or business trip.
So why wait? Book your stay today and experience the ultimate in comfort and luxury at Airport Golden Tulip Hotel.
For bookings and reservations, please call 0815-8003-333 or 0815-7003-333. You can visit our website at airportgoldentuliphotel.com.
Airport Golden Tulip Hotel, where luxury meets comfort.
Believe me.
Today's sun is so hot though.
So what are you waiting for? Get the authentic taste of creamy cold berry ice cream. To order online from Gariki, call 090-8831-5907. Guarimpa 090-8831-5909. And Lugbe 090-8845-3416.
Enjoy authentic cold berry ice cream.
your mouth where your club is. Are you a Manchester City fan? Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool.
When you walk through a storm.
Or do you represent FC Barcelona, Real Madrid, or maybe even Bayern Munich? It doesn't matter the shade. Come and represent your club on Sports Soccer Board. It comes your way every Saturday at 3 p.m. on your sporty radio dial. Voice of the People, 96.1 FM. It's all about you, the fans. You snooze, you lose.
After a long week at school, don't you want to wind down and have fun?
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you!
Aye, aye, Captain! Tune in to the Kids Cafe and enjoy story time, spelling bees, and poems, and win amazing prizes.
Cat boy!
Kids Cafe, Saturdays 9 to 10 a.m. on VOP 96.1 FM. It's the Kids Cafe. Come, let's have fun.
I can't think of a rhyme!
Tune in for all the action. Rep your team and be loyal to the game. Sports Lounge, weekdays 4 to 5 p.m. Now, you have a voice.
Alright, so welcome back to the second half of the Sports Show, Sport Lounge. That comes your ways every Mondays to Fridays at exactly 4 p.m. We got around to take you around the world of sport that never goes to sleep. With me, Franklin Imona, the one you love to call Uncle Fineboy, and together with my strike partner, Nanzo Arinzechi, the one you love to call the Sport Bishop. Just so you know, we are live on YouTube, streaming from the YouTube handle VOP 96.1 Abuja, VOP 96.1 Abuja. Do well to run there, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can as well drop your comment or two, and now we will give attention to your voice. We can see you liking and watching. We definitely appreciate you, and do well to also share. We love you to be part of the family. And in case you are just joining us on the show, you are the real MVP, and this is where I get to invite you live on the show on the studio line 070 0010 961 961 070 0010 961 961. When you call, do tell us what you think about the Super Falcons game against the Indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon. Who do you think will take the day? Will it be Nigeria or will it be Cameroon? And alright, away from that, Sport Bishop, let's get into the fun facts from Uncle Fineboy Show this evening. Do you know that since 2004, AFCON only Cameroon Vincent Abubakar has finished as top scorer with more than 5 goals? No other players have scored more than 5 since 2004 in the AFCON. If you do not know, well, now you know. And the world record for the most number of non-stop push-ups is 10,507 by a Japanese Minoru Yoshida. 10,507 non-stop push-ups in the history. Sport Bishop, who are your thoughts? I will definitely come back to you. And another fun fact has it that the longest boxing match in history lasted 7 hours and 19 minutes for 110 rounds. It happened in 1893. 7 hours, 19 minutes of 110 rounds of boxing in history. And finally, on a fun factor for this week, James Fix, a man who popularized jogging in America, died from a heart attack while jogging. What an irony. Sports Bishop, fun fact, which of them caught your fancy?
I think it has to be the boxing fight for over 100. Come on, man. I think that is why the boxing regulators have said, okay, the more you can't get more than 12 rounds, man. If there is no winner in knockout, then we go by point, because the way it is going, it looks like if they rely on knockout, we could get a fight that could last for 2 years, maybe 3 years. Who knows?
On a bounce?
Come on, because nobody will get knocked out. So for me, I think that one caught my fans. I never pushed over 8,000. I wonder who was there counting.
10,000 actually.
I don't say 10,000. Who was there counting? I could have taken a nap and woke up. Maybe I'll take a nap again. But these are great stuff that you just have to know. They help you. Come on, if a man can do 10,000 push-up, you have no business not succeeding in life. Absolutely.
So, Sport Bishop, I'm going to put you on the spotlight. How many press-up can you do, or push-ups rather?
Oh wow. I push up when I wake up in the morning.
Okay.
To go and take a shower.
Very important.
And then I'm done.
You're done. How many?
I don't even know.
All right, so let's get over now to the big one that will be going down this weekend. It's all about the EFL Cup. The most successful team in this competition, Liverpool, will be taking on the most successful team in England. Talking about London, to be precise, Chelsea. This game will be going down at exactly 4 p.m. at the all-important, all-exclusive Wembley Stadium. A win for Chelsea, Sport Bishop, in this one will certainly take them to European place. That is the Europa League, the Europa Conference League qualifying round, to which Chelsea, going by their performance this season, don't look like a team that will finish in the Champions League sport or the Europa League sport. But a worry time for the likes of Jurgen Klopp, as he will not be having his number one goalkeeper in the person of Alisson Becker. He will be out for this one. Trent Alexander-Arnold also will not future in this one. Curtis Jones also is out, while Diego Jota is a long-time absentee. The likes of Darwin Nunez, Mohamed Salah, and Dominika Szoboszlai are doubtful. Perhaps if these trio might just scale through the late fitness test. It's all about injury crisis. Liverpool against a much rejuvenated Chelsea side. Sport Bishop, who do you think will take this one, or who needs it more?
I think for the team that needs it more, it definitely has to be Chelsea. For Liverpool, they're still in the if I'm not mistaken, they're in Champions League. Yes, if I'm not mistaken, are they?
Chelsea?
Liverpool
are number one.
They're number one in the Premier League.
Yes, number one.
They're still in the FA Cup. They're in the Carabao Cup. That means so far so good. They've not been knocked out for any competition so far. For Chelsea, in the league, it's like a no-no. Getting to the top 4 will be an absolute miracle. The FA Cup looks they're still there, but we know it's a farther route to a cup competition than where they are right now. So for Mauricio Pochettino, I think it will kickstart the start of a new era. You know, the days of the John Terrys, Frank Lampard, DJ Drobbers. These players have evolved, and then you now have young players like Enzo Fernandez, Carlo Gallagher, you know, Nicolas Jackson. He needs to kickstart a new season, a new era, and also draw the support of the fans. Not every fan, as I tell you, still believe in the job that Mauricio Pochettino is doing. They believe that the man has flattered to deceive. He's 1 step forward, 2 step backward. And this cup would, I think, allay the fears and ease the pressure on the man.
Pochettino.
Absolutely. I think they did it more, at least to kickstart the new era, the new beginning on that third volley.
Oh, talking about third volley, we hear that he will be present for this match against Liverpool. The first time he will be making face for Chelsea, seeing their game live. And now talking about Liverpool are number one in the EPL, closely being followed by Manchester City. Manchester City will be in action this weekend. A win for Manchester City will take them above Liverpool. Liverpool will not be in action in the EPL because they will be playing the final against Chelsea in the EFL Cup. Sunday at 4 p.m.
Exactly. They should have been Chelsea should have been playing Tottenham Hotspur, but unfortunately
that game has been
postponed. Come on, Liverpool is a harder game now. Come on, man. And if they were playing Spurs,
it will be a London
they would have
derby.
played in Stamford Bridge.
It will be a London derby.
They're going to Wembley. You know what Wembley is?
It's a neutral ground.
It's
a home to Chelsea. Second home to Chelsea.
Is it?
Of
really
course it is. Chelsea have won more trophies at Wembley than any other team.
I think for Liverpool, they are favourites. We have to call it say it as it is. They are favourites.
On paper,
but the injury worries have begun to cast doubt on their ability to win it. But
it is 11 players against 11.
No, Salah, he was out the last game. Hopefully he will return for this one. I think they will patch him up. They have to patch him up. Jota is out for a very long time. Alisson was not available. Arnold is not available. So
Curtis Jones as well.
Jones also, not available. So there's this talk. Salah will not be fully fit. He just returned in the last game where he scored an assist.
Same as Dominic Szoboszlai and Darwin Núñez.
I don't think they will even start Dominic Szoboszlai. Darwin Núñez could start. I think it's just a slight knock. But come on, the injury worries to Liverpool gives Chelsea a hope to believe. I think so far they have their players are returning. Christopher Nkunku, Nicholas Jackson back from the African Cup of Nations, Enzo Fernandez, Kalaga is scoring goals. They seem to be in their ascendancy. You know what it means to go to the Etihad Stadium and pull out a draw. Disasi, fantastic player despite the injury to Thiago Silva. So Chelsea will be saying, this is the best time to play Liverpool, but this is the cup final.
Anything goes.
Absolutely.
Talking about anything goes, one player that is gone for Manchester United for about 2 to 3 weeks will be their striker Rasmus Højlund is expected to be out of action because he picked up a muscle injury. He will miss the fixture against Fulham this weekend, and of course the FA Cup 5th round tie at Nottingham Forest on Wednesday. How big will this injury be for Manchester United?
It is a huge blow.
With the return of a certain Anthony, whose X handle and Instagram handle has been engulfed in the last 3 hours, saying finally, the way it is now, Anthony is back to the starting lineup.
Do you believe Anthony Martial is good enough to be the number 9 of Manchester United?
I'm not talking about Martial. I'm talking about the Brazilian Anthony.
Can he be the number 9 man? Can he be the man who they could rely on goals?
He's been there for years and he's unreliable.
Absolutely,
he's unreliable.
So that is Anthony Martial. Whether it's Anthony, it's
which of the Anthonys?
So for me, I think it's a big blow. The young boy is beginning to play the best football of his career. He's 6 goals in 6 games. He's the youngest player ever to hit 6 consecutive goals in the Premier League.
True.
8 in 8. Before then he hadn't scored much. I think he scored so far now.
He scored in the Champions League. He didn't score in the EPL.
He scored like 12, 13 right now in no competition. The goals are beginning to come in. At some point he struggled. It was like he was having a drought in front of goals, especially in the Premier League. And boy, the goals carriers come in and started coming in number. So to lose a player who scored twice against Luton Town just at the weekend, in a game where in the past 6 games you have relied on him for crucial goals is disheartening. A big blow. I'm not looking at where would the goal come from. Unfortunately for Rashford, the goal is not coming in recent times. Bruno Fernandes has not been scoring either. So where would the goals come from?
Alejandro Garnacho. He is the only guy up front that can deliver the goods.
He can, but can he be the go-to guy? Because being a good player doesn't make you the guy you rely on.
True.
You don't mind, like I keep saying, might not need a striker that can score you 20, 25. Højlund looks like a player who can become that kind of player. He is not yet that. Come on now, let's be realistic.
At the moment,
his numbers are still
true.
Some question marks.
I think I agree with you.
Absolutely, but he could be that player. And the fact that he's scoring goals right now and is in the best form of his life, to get injured right now is like a big blow to him personally and to the club. Because like when a car is on the 3rd or 4th gear, and then something happens and maybe he matches something and he has to return to gear 2. That's what it's like for Højlund. I hope he comes back and continue with this form because it's going to be key if Man United would get what they require to be in the Champions League come the start of next season.
Talking about being back to the Champions League, Rasmus Højlund will now join Manchester United. Luke Shaw, who could miss the rest of the season after picking a leg injury against Luton Town, according to reports. But this is the twist here. Since joining Manchester United in 2014, Luke Shaw has missed 200 games through injury, and Man United have returned a certain Reguilon, whom they got on loan. There is at the moment for Man United no natural left back.
Come on, Dalot will play there. He has to play there. After all, he has proven he could do that. He did that with Portugal at some point when João Cancelo was playing at right back, so he can. But it's a big blow. I think Luke Shaw, I don't know, since he picked up that knee injury, it's been one injury or the other, his Achilles. And I think, to be sincere with you, I think Erik ten Hag did not manage him well. You know, after the first game, he picked up an injury, and then he managed to miss a game, and then you turned him back to starting level. You'd have eased him through, man.
No option. He had no options.
It's not about options. It's about the safety of players. We've seen coaches who don't even have a striker and have to play first line to get. We've seen that with Gabriel Jesus. Arsenal have suffered of a lack of striker, and the player can have it. So it's about the safety. First of all, the safety comes first.
Sport Bishop,